Who am I? Who are you? From the day we're born, we have influences from people giving us a lot of external influence and data that we collect each and every day and each year, and it builds upon itself. The messages can be neutral, they can be overwhelmingly positive, they can be overwhelmingly negative. And we're not even aware that we're hearing these or that we're internalizing these or that they are becoming who we are. A lot of times, this information is a reflection of the person sending that information. A lot of times, it's about what they have going on with their lives. When we're kids, when we're toddlers, even being around other toddlers, they're trying to figure out who they are, and that process affects us. We internalize the little things. When you start school, kindergartners, they are mean. First graders, they can be tough on you, bullies. If you have a nourishing teacher or parent, that helps offset it, but we become the people we hang out with and that we are around. And as we get older, that information, that data that they have sent to us, shapes us. It makes us strong or it makes us weak. It makes us believe that we can do anything, or it makes us believe that we're complete, absolute failures. When you hit adulthood, you have kind of settled into your perception, and that perception of yourself has been defined throughout many, many years. College continues to define who we are. If we make good grades, we determine we're smart. If we don't, we determine maybe we're dumb, maybe we shouldn't be here, maybe we should not be doing this. Our self-esteem is influenced by everything. If you're in a fraternity and you're popular, then you start believing in yourself. If you're a loner and an independent and you don't have many friends, you take on that identity. We take on the mantle that's given to us. I know growing up, I was bullied because I was larger, I was bigger, and I was shy. I had very little to no self-confidence. My parents weren't aware of what they were instilling in me, but it was a dependence on my parents, on my mom, that I couldn't do anything without getting permission or going to her for anything. I wasn't allowed to fail. I wasn't allowed to define my self-identity. These things establish your self-identity. When you hit the real world, you kind of know who you are. You know whether you like yourself, you know whether you don't like yourself. And that sets the trajectory of your success. If you believe you can do anything, we all know the Bible verse that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We know it, we believe it, but do we internalize it? Is that something that we live by? Is that something that is ingrained in our minds and our bodies, embraced by everything we do? I think we think it is, but many times we don't. And it takes a lot of effort to believe that. It takes a lot more effort to get over the negatives of what people have said, what they have instilled in you. I know I continue to fight it. I fight imposter syndrome. I don't believe that I'm good enough. I don't believe I have had the success I've had. I'm just waiting on the next success to prove maybe I am good, maybe I am worthy, maybe I am at the top in my career. And oftentimes I believe in our society, there's two types of people. There are those who are in counseling and those who need to be in counseling. And I know I am one who needs to be and try to seek counsel, mentors, wise people who are beyond my years of experience. We all should set a goal of being around others who are highly successful, much more successful, because I think you become the person and the people you're around. If you're around people who are not excelling in the areas of life you want to be, or if we're around people who have just put a pause on their life and career, we're going to gravitate toward that. We're going to be more like that person. It's much better to seek out those people who are highly successful, highly motivated, those who have discipline, those who have a vision for their lives. Because if that's who we hang out with, then we're going to have a vision for our life. We're going to see what we can do and go beyond what our current state is. I do believe you become the people you're around. So I think as we get older, and actually I would suggest people in high school, college, seek out mentors. Figure out the people you want to be like and start hanging out with them. Take them to coffee, take them to lunch. See what they have to tell you, see what advice they have. They'll help you understand if that is where you want to go. If not, they'll guide you to other areas, other people. We live in a world where social media is constant. Social media has given way to people who want to bring negativity to you. They want to bash you, and they would never do it to your face. But when you're a keyboard warrior and you're behind that keyboard, you can do anything. And unfortunately, one or two posts are nothing, but constant posts. And also the message, this narrative that is established in social media will always make us feel like we're less than, because people take the few golden nuggets of who they are and what they have, and they put it on all of the social media. So you see what they're doing and you compare yourself to them. And you think, maybe I'm not a success. Maybe I'm not where I should be. And if you were to go in these people's lives, you would realize they're probably not where they are. They may think you're where they want to be. We need to take a sabbatical sometimes from social media, from media in general. We need to get around some good people, get into a good Bible study, get into a good mastermind that will boost you, that will encourage you, that will allow you to go to new levels and levels you never thought you'd be able to. And I speak for one who is constantly, consistently, every day fighting it. I could do a better job about surrounding myself with people who are better than me. So I have something, it's a higher mountain to climb, that I can, higher goals, and people who encourage you to become a better person. You're ever evolving. You're either going forward or you're going back. Very few times are you static. You're dynamic. Let's be dynamic and move in the right positive direction. Let's move the ball down the field. Those goalposts, let's put them up. You're never going to be able to kick that ball through them, but you have to keep moving, knowing that each inch and each step gets you closer to those goalposts and your goals. Defining and redefining who you are, what you stand for, and allowing people to know that. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. Hit subscribe, and God bless you.